LadyPro. Welcome to the channel. If you've never been to this channel before, if you're a rideshare driver or a delivery driver, you're in the right place. I try to cover both news topics in the rideshare and delivery community. I also try to make sure I do some how-to videos. Welcome to the room, Alex Miranda. This is a live stream video. This is my first live stream video that I've had since I've left the hospital. So I've been kind of posting every day that I was at the hospital, letting you guys know I am not able to do any videos. Red Rum, welcome to the room. He said I already have. If you see the gal, she's kind of what I usually do when I do my live stream videos. I put a cute gal, and if we let's say 30 likes in the room, then we will get to see the beautiful gal. This is kind of a for fun thing that I do. So I just like the cute gals, but I am ordering for the ladies the 2020 Chippendales calendars. I couldn't find 2019 anywhere because they had been bought out, but 2020 Chippendale calendars did just come out, and I have ordered them for our ladies. So or ordered one for our ladies, but I do not subscribe to Prime, so I'll have to wait, more time for it to come in the mail. Anyway, with that said, the reason why I'm doing this live stream video is actually because I was in the ER, and I watched a video that was done by Rideshare Revolution, where he had somebody in his car with him that had a bottle of champagne, and the guy got out of the car, and somehow the bottom of the bottle of the champagne dropped out and somehow he got like severed into his leg. Now, if that would have happened in front of me, I would have been passed out to even do anything. But he, a Rideshare Revolution, Geo, said that he was able, because he said he was downtown Chicago, and it would have taken, at least 10 minutes for the ambulance to get there for him. He drove the people to the ambulance, to the hospital. Now, my question for you guys is, are you willing, if you're a delivery person and you come upon somebody that is in need of emergency help, would you be willing to drive them? And I'm talking like outside of the app. Now, certainly I took a Uber. No, actually I took a Lyft. I always take Lyft. I took a Lyft to and from the emergency room, and when I had my high fever, and obviously I wasn't in need of an ambulance. And my personal feeling is if you're in need of an ambulance, take a freaking ambulance. But I feel personally that if you're not needing an ambulance, it's probably a good idea that you don't drive. So let me look at the comments we got so far and see what people have to say. I'll take them before I do ask. I can call before you do. I'll take them, but before I do ask if I can call an ambulance. Also, I know my city, so when I check where we're going, I notice we are going to the ER. Ambulance 500 Uber $5. Hi, Rideshare Lisa. Welcome to the room. Thank you for stopping in. She says, I see you're home. That means you're feeling better. Now I'm feeling, when I was in the ambulance, or sorry, when I was in the room, I kept wanting to have live streams, but I couldn't use the Wi-Fi for live streams. I don't know if the Wi-Fi, like they block you to do live streams, but the Wi-Fi was too patchy anyway. It wouldn't have done it. And because I want to sometime do a live stream where people call in. I think that would be nice. I was thinking of trying to get my Sunday night live stream going back. So maybe when I'm starting to feel a little bit better, we can get the Sunday night live stream done. I used to do it with some wonderful drivers, and we had so much fun. Anyway, if you, Lisa, what would you do if you were in an emergency situation? Would you drive them in your car? This is the thing. When Rideshare Revolution said he drove them in his car off the app, I would be thinking about the blood and stuff that would be getting all over my vehicle. I would be worried about that, the liability of, but sometimes when you're in the moment and you feel compelled to help, sometimes it doesn't even matter. If you have that blood all over your car, you go, okay, whatever, I'll have to leave and, go home and disinfect it or whatever. It's more important to look at the higher purpose and help somebody. So what do you guys say? I should do to a meeting. Oops, that was for someone else. I was in EMS for 20 years, so I could, it would depend on what I saw when I got there. Oh, see, that's awesome. Now I am not good with blood, but I felt like that if I exposed myself to blood, like seeing people with wounds enough, eventually someday I might get better with it. But right now I had one of my, I used to rent out my rooms in my house. Well, I still do, but now I'm just renting it to my kids. And one of the guys renting my room, they were fighting. Two of them were fighting, and one punched him in the mouth. And I just saw the blood in his mouth, and I fainted on the floor just from seeing the blood in his mouth. It's like, why? I don't know why I did that, but yeah, I try to face my fears. What do you guys think? If you saw blood in somebody's mouth, they were fighting, would you end up falling over and, or would you, get up and start punching? So let's see, we do have 7 thumbs up, and so far we only have 6 people in the room. Thursday night, hey Deanna, yay! Deanna came and saw me when I was in the hospital. The flowers were beautiful. She brought me beautiful flowers. I'm gonna try to propagate them. What that means is I'm gonna try to turn them into a flower bush. I know how to do it. You can do it with honey. So we'll see. I think those flowers are so beautiful. So maybe I'll have some, oh, there's a raccoon in the backyard. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Hokey Pete, little. Okay. The cat's missing out. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. All right. So, Deanna, if you had somebody show up that needed to, oh, she says, unless you have gloves, never transport anyone with bloody anything. Very good. Very good point. Very good point. You're right. Because the bloodborne pathogens, yeah, not me. I'm too sick. I kicked someone in the head the last Sunday because a passenger tried to call his friend to beat me up. So I called the cops, and he was vandalizing cars and came after me. So I beat the the crap, put the cop said it's cool. Oh, okay. So somebody tried to you had to kick someone in the head last Sunday because a passenger tried to call his friend to beat me up. So I called the cop. Oh, okay, I see. So a passenger tried to call his friend to beat you up, and you had to kick him in the head or something? That's a difficult situation when you have passengers acting a fool. Deanna says, not bloody ones though, no. Yeah, what I was talking about is I was moved by, he says, I'm under investigation from Lyft. Okay, yeah, that's normal for Lyft. So what I was talking about was Rideshare Revolution had somebody get out of his car, and apparently he had training as the EMS, or he did some training, and the guy got out of his car, and a champagne bottle broke, and he was bleeding a lot, and they wrapped his leg up, and they put him in the back of his car. Of course, his brand new leather seats. But I don't know if any of that blood got in his car. That's the you know, getting the blood in your car and other passengers getting in later. I mean, I would imagine that he probably needed to spray down his car with some disinfectant or something, but he did it out of app. He brought the guy to the emergency room, and I thought that was pretty it was great of him to do that. But he said that it would take 10 minutes and the guy would start he would start getting dizzy and losing consciousness, and it would still take 10 minutes for an ambulance to get there anyway. But once the ambulance gets there, they can help him get to the help him stop losing blood. I would send you a super chat, LPD. Thank you. Anyway, so what's up? No rideshare limitation, or no limitation rideshare. It's my boy Bam Bam. I love his little intro. It's your boy Bam Bam here. Didn't see Gio's video on that, but I would drive someone to the ER, but you're supposed to call 911 anyway as a mediator or a third party witness. So the reason why I brought it up is I took that particular guy, he says, Ace in the room, what's up? So I was talking about, let me just go over this again. I was talking about, because I've been in the emergency room, I was talking about when Rideshare Revolution brought somebody to the emergency room because they had been cut very deeply by a bottle of champagne, and he knew that they would start losing blood quickly after 10 minutes, he would start to lose consciousness, and it would take the ambulance at least 10 minutes to even get there. So, and he brought them to the emergency room himself. And under that situation, my personal feeling is I would not do that, but I did take an ambulance with my high fever. I didn't take an ambulance. I took a Lyft to the, I always take Lyft, I never take Uber. I took a Lyft to the emergency room because I wasn't in a state to be able to drive when I had my high fever. And so what would you guys do? In both situations, if you just had somebody that looked like they were okay and they got in your car, and they didn't seem like they were in emergency state, would you be all right giving them a ride to the emergency room? And then what about if somebody's like bleeding profusely? That's my question for you. So Deanna says she's certified CPR, ARD, state for, that's good. I have been in the past. If they have bleeding uncontrollably like that, you got to call 911 because they have tools to control the bleeding. Mandy, we raised $47 in my super chat yesterday. Did you get the PayPal payment? I sent it after my shift. I didn't look. I will look tonight. I will look when I'm done here. Thank you. I agree with Rideshare, Lisa, because not calling 911 during the situation, the stranger can still be soothed. Very good. Yes, you're probably right. LPD, honey, take the best care of yourself full time. Thank you, dear. I think you mean DLP. I would call the 911. Yes, situation one, I have been in as a rider. Yeah, and as a delivery driver, because I know you're a delivery driver, Ace. If you were in that situation and you come upon an emergency, and somebody needed you to bring them to, off the app, a client really needed you to bring them to the emergency room, would you do it off the app? Now, and it doesn't seem like they're like losing blood or anything. And then as a delivery driver, if you saw they were losing blood, would you do it off the app? So, and I want this because I do both delivery and rideshare, both. And so this is for everybody. I wanted to try to find something for both, because sometimes I can only do just rideshare, and sometimes I can only do just delivery. Again, here is Miss August. I am getting, like I said, for the ladies, the 2020 Chippendale pictures are coming, they're in the mail. It's in the mail. They just came out with a calendar, the 2020 calendar. I couldn't find any 2019, but we'll take the 2020. But I don't have Amazon Prime. I don't pay for shipping like that. I'm not a big Amazon person anyway. So what would you guys do? Let's see what everybody's saying. Would you bring a client, whether you're a delivery driver or you're just bringing some food to their door, and all of a sudden emergency breaks out. So far we got 10 likes in the room. We got 9 people in the room. I'm hoping for 30, and we will show this Lolita Well, let's see what her name is. Daniela. Hold on. Maybe I should show last month because I didn't even get to show her. In Chicago, there's so many hospitals, so it's no problem. But in the suburbs, you could drive for miles to get a hospital. Yeah. Let me show her face. Now I don't know if she looks like maybe she's maybe she's African American or I don't know. Or she could be what is that called? There are a lot of Dominican women. She might be Dominican. She does look like she could be Dominican. You never know, but let me show you. I know Ace is going to want, and she's really good looking. Yeah, Caribbean. She could be from the Caribbean. You're right. Yes, but Ace wants me, he's going to want me to show at least the face, his favorite. So I'm going to at least show the face of his favorite. Let me get it going here. Yeah, she does look like she's from the Caribbean, like really exotic. Yeah. Almost done. He wants Miss April. And we didn't even I did one video with Miss July, but then the other videos I've done, here's Miss April. This is his favorite. Ace's favorite is this gal. That's all I'm going to show, Ace. So, Ace is happy now. But we are going to try. Doggone, this calendar's. I'm going to have to just buy a new calendar because it's already falling apart because I mess with it so much. Yeah, anyway, I'll monkey with it later. Once we get up to 30, when we get up to 30 subscribers in the room, giving me 30 likes, then we will, and girls, we will be getting, let me see. This was last month. Let me show last month, girl. This was last month, girl. Here was last month. Very cute, pretty, but we didn't get to uncovering her. We didn't get enough likes. Okay, so come on, gals and guys. Heck yeah. So we need to get 30 likes in the room. And of course, if we can get it afterwards, sometimes I don't even look, but I'll try to make sure I look because we have been getting more and more people watching the videos afterwards, liking the videos afterwards, trying to get to see the naked lady. There, she's not naked, of course. I have had people come on and say that I was showing pornography in my channel, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. You must be drinking some booze, because this is not at all pornography. Okay. We try to keep it classy here, right, guys? Uberman Tampa. All right, Uberman Tampa. I was just telling them the 2020 Chippendales calendar is on its way in the mail as we speak. They just came out. All right, let me read what you guys said. No limitation rideshare says cheese, yeah. Ace. Ace says, God, thank you. Her face is so kissable. It's cute. She's got a cute face. Very natural July model, yes. And actually, I'm not a big one for doggone kitty. All right. I'm not a big one for my cat just sat right there. And she knocked stuff off. You know how cats are. They'll knock shit over. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Okay. I was telling my thoughts about the situation, but my thoughts about the situation to the bleeding, everything, 911, usually you stay where you are and wait for the ambulance. I think it's a personal call. It was close enough to where I knew could get the person to the ER. I would override 911 and I would think the final call is what the driver personally thinks is right. I think you're right. I'm always missing everyone's live stream. Bam's and Geo's too. I'm not taking anyone to the emergency room because of liability, says Uberman. Hey, Tampa. Everybody's saying hey to each other. I'm not medically trained, nor do I have authority to drive faster than the law provides. Inland Empire savvy rideshare driver. Good evening, guys. Hi, Mandy. Hello, Inland Empire savvy rideshare. Is that from England? Yeah, but everyone knows that you can drive as fast as you want in a hospital zone. Okay, so my question is, I had a high temperature and I called an Uber because I was not able to drive. I wasn't. So, but having a high temperature is definitely not going to put anybody else in liability. You know, I'm just driving in a car to the emergency room, but I understand what but what Uberman Tampa is talking about. He doesn't want to be held liable if something goes wrong, because we don't fall under I don't think we fall under the Good Samaritan. No limitation rideshare is all good, Deanna, but you have a piece of my industrial for redemption. Okay, I don't know what that means. Is there, if there was a car accident, the insurance would not cover the bleeding victim? Yeah, yep. That's true. It does, and it is important that you consider whether or not the person is like putting you in harm's way, in the sense, and I'm not saying like in a liability wise. When I took the lift to the hospital, I really wasn't putting them in harm's way liability wise by having a high fever. You know what I mean? Your insurance company won't pay out if you you're in an accident and the rider said on purpose, dies. Oh, your said rider on purpose dies. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay. So, if I would have died from a high fever, then, you think that he would have, his insurance wouldn't have paid for it? That might have been the case. I mean, my fever, where are we? Where are the Chippendales? They're in the mail. I did order them. The cleanup fee would be more than $150. Yeah, for, the cleanup fee for bleeding people. If anything happened to you in that vehicle medically for the insurance, a car accident, you die, worse, question mark, driver is responsible. If anything happened to you in that vehicle medically, or for instance, a car accident and you died or got a car accident and you died or got in a car accident and worst question mark, the driver is responsible. In the middle of the night, we always take Uber to the ER if it's not something you need an ambulance for, right? One does need to take liability into consideration, but at the same time, what would a jury say? I mean, it would I mean, if you're going doing your best to save someone's life, it is pretty hard to be found at fault. But then again, we do live in the kind of society. So I say again, believe it's each driver's personal decision. By the way, Mandy, not to put off your live stream subject, but I've been praying for you. Just got out of the hospital yesterday 2 times, been close to bye-bye, but no, still not my time. It's not yours. You went to the hospital yesterday? For what? What happened? Drivers have to take precautions when they drive, just so that there are no lawsuits. As drivers, you should never attempt to save a life unless you're certified. It's called Good Sam law, and you'll be sued. The Good Sam law. Well, I agree with that. So we do have 12 likes in the room. Trying to get Lolita uncovered here. I will be getting the new Chippendales in the mail. I'm looking at that cat because she's all excited about the dumb birds or something. Maybe there's still birds out. So, Uberman, I'm certified and hold a card on me in case I need to show it. I have been certified in the past, but I'm not certified right now. I only make sense if you have to get the ER quick. You don't call Uber, you call an ambulance. Let's see, Miss Thing Ass. Let's see your kitty. Let's see the kitty. She's being naughty. She's being naughty. Honey, say hi. Yes. Yes. She's like, leave me alone. Uberman Tampa. But half of the people doing rideshare are driving around without proper insurance, and why aren't drivers concerned about getting sued, injuries in those in those situations? Because Ace, they only care about the money. Bing dong. You're right. Bingo. Yep. They only care about the money. When I took a lift home, the guy's car was like, come on, cat. I try to keep this plugged in while I'm going, the cord plugged in so I don't lose battery. And she walks past and unplugs it. Naughty. Okay. Anyway. Is your cat on catnip? No, she wants attention, I think. She missed those big raccoons. She was being naughty. I saw them and they were going to climb up a tree. And then I think they saw that I saw them and they're like, oh, we better get down this. They like slowly got down the tree and walked away. They were starting to go up the tree. I don't raccoons, I don't get them, so they were like, ooh, look at this tree, we're gonna get up there and sneak around. I don't know. So far but she looks out there and sees bird. Maybe it's starting to get dark out. Maybe she's gonna start seeing bats. Every night what I do is I turn on this light. I have a light right here, and all the little moths and stuff like to come to the light, and then she'll sit in the window and she'll paw at them. Or she'll just sit there and watch them and meow at them. So let's see what we got. So most people are saying no, or it depends. So you're telling me, Uberman Tampa, if I showed up and all I have is a fever and it says I'm going to the ER, you're not going to give me a ride? Uber has because I'm asking two situations. First situation, I'm asking if they're bleeding, would you bring them to the ER? If they had to go, like right now, they're bleeding, and then, like all over the place, would you bring them to the ER? And then the second situation is naughty brat. Okay. And the second situation is if they just seem to want to go to the ER, but you don't know what's wrong with them. They look like, maybe they have a temper or something. Uber has an updated version of 911 Shield on the app. So if you do drive someone to the ER bleeding, if you do drive somebody to the ER bleeding, you better press the shield. You press the shield to call 911. If someone is bleeding when I show up, that's an immediate drive off. Okay, what the situation was, is they were in the car on Geo's channel, and they got out of he did end the trip. They got out of the car, but immediately after they had a champagne bottle in their hand, and the champagne bottle broke open and he started bleeding on his lap, one of his legs, and losing blood. And he said, come on, and he had him get back into the car. He brought him up to the door. All his friends were with him. I would think after that, even though he had leather seats, you'd have to disinfect the seat. He He did bring him. I would not have. I can't. I would have passed out. The minute I would have seen that, I would have passed out. So, but I mean, he took EMS or EMT training. Most Ubers are great, but the last 3 we took, the seat belts were broken. I would never tell, but anyone else might. I still tip, rate good, and check the seat belts. Oh, thank you, April. This guy that took me from there to my house, you know, it's a 5-minute drive. It's not that far, but his car sounded like it was gonna break down. It was like really the way it sounded. I didn't say anything. Almost the reason why I usually take Lyft is because usually I have a pretty good experience. But now after doing that, I remember when I had my car all looking all taped up and shit. And now I'm thinking, you know, now I know how those passengers felt riding in my car, you know. I've taken people to the ER before, but because it didn't feel good, no bleeding or anything. Because they didn't feel good, right. That's what I'm asking. Tampa, would you stay on the line with 911 while the ambulance is en route? I would, Ace, but they will wait outside of the car. Uber and Lyft are not intended to be used as ambulances. Don't bleed on the professor's seats. He goes on and on and on about his custom suede interior. So whatever you do, never ever bleed on his. It wasn't the professor. It was Geo's. Got 40-minute trip. I'll be back. Thank you. All right, have fun. Make that money. Uberlance is not Uberman Tampa's. Uberlance is not in Uberman Tampa's vocabulary. So anybody else, if you were in this situation, what would you do? If you had people, I think I've heard everybody say that they wouldn't, if their customer got out and like say they had the champagne bottle break or something and they were bleeding profusely, I wouldn't be able to touch it, look at it, nothing. I wouldn't. I do want to desensitize myself to seeing blood and wounds and stuff, but oh, here comes my spouse. Hold on, it might get a little noisy. Maybe flip the question around, Mandy. What if you were a person and needed to go to the emergency room? What would you do? I've taken people to the hospital who like had the flu or some crap. The lady giving birth, I 911 for her and bounce. So we have 14 people in the room. We've been doing this for 45 minutes. We got 12 people in the room, 14 likes. Hello, J-Lo from LA. J-Lo in the house. We got J-Lo, the famous J-Lo. Expect a 1-star rating if you're not taking a rider to the ER. How are you feeling? Says Tina. Hi, Tina. I'm feeling wore out. I might have to end this live stream pretty soon. I'm feeling quite wore out. I've been doing this for 45 minutes and it's quite a bit on me. Just I got out of the car and went and looked at my garden today, and I got tired doing that. Got to get some rest, Missy. Yeah, well, I like doing stuff now and get out and do stuff, but you sit in that bed all day long and you lose all that. And I did keep getting up several times, but it's like maybe I need to get up and walk around like 50 times a day or something. And I would clean my room and try to keep busy and like walk around. Hey, if someone dies in your car, then don't expect a 5-star rating from them. Hi, April. If you want to get the ER fast, you call an ambulance, period. Mandy, I don't change out the water in the roses. Don't forget to change it out. Yes, I know. But I'm gonna it's called propagating. I'm gonna turn one of them at least into a rose bush. I will show you if it works. It just takes honey. Just put honey, and you can put it in like a little. You can put it down in a little potato or something. The potato will keep it moist, and a little honey in there. Honey is a natural root. It will it'll make it grow roots, not on really tough viney things or tough, but on some things like roses and some flowers, it'll make it grow roots really easy. The problem is it is August, and a real good time to start doing it is the end of July, but I'm going to start it now, and I'm just going to keep it inside, and then later I'll acclimate it outside, because you want to get the roots growing before you put it out into outside. You want to get a good amount of roots on them, because if you put them outside, you want them to be able to spring up in the spring. And those would be a beautiful flower out in the yard. And if I do too, I could have a beautiful flower out in my yard in Michigan. I do have a house in Michigan. Anyway, yes, honey can be for some things, not a lot, but it can be a root. What is it called? What is it called? A hormone? Something I can't remember. I'm tired, you guys. So I'm getting a little loopy. It's part of the thing too. The reason why I wouldn't have they put me on some. They're like, you take that Tylenol and ibuprofen all day long. You need something long acting. We're gonna put you on some fentanyl patches. Boy, I was loopier than crap. I was loopy. The Spanish red rose is my favorite, but they are difficult to buy here in Chicago. All you do is you go find somebody's bush, you water it the night before, okay? In the mid, and then, all right, you water it the night before, and then when it's dark out still, you go and cut you. I can show you how to do it. Then you'll have yourself a red bush for free. I'll show you. We'll be like doing it down on the down low. I'm riding by everybody's place going, please rain, so that I can go out and get some of these flowers. Sipping on fire. I ain't stealing nobody's rose. You're just stealing the stems of the roses. You're just going in and you cut off a stem so you can get the little nodules. All you're doing is stealing one rose. You don't need a lot. You just need the stem, and you need a couple nodules, and you got it. You're not cutting the whole rose bush. That's my plan, you know, especially because like there's some you know, especially from the businesses, you know, because a lot of times, you know what they'll do? They will take their flowers and throw them out. They'll have them in there just for a short while, and then in the winter they put something for winter in there, and I'm like, what the frick? I'll take those flowers, give them to me, you know. So yeah, might as well just go down and get some of those nice propagate their flowers. Can you tell I'm naughty? Anyway, we're kind of getting off subject here. We're supposed to be talking about, would you bring somebody to the ER if they needed to go to the ER? Can you guys hear that? Hold on, I need to shut my door. All right. No one will notice it missing. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. But you gotta water the plant the night before. Okay, so it's right after it's a good rain. Your wife is using the blender. I think she is. She's probably she roasted up some. She's cooking, and when she's cooking, you just leave her alone. You don't go in there, because I'll be like, hey honey, what's going on? I'm like, okay, you do you. Yeah, everyone always gets off the subject after 15 minutes. Yeah. You're right. So she's making salsa verde. Well, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be verde. Because we have a lot of, it's going to be rojo, salsa rojo, because we got like at least 5 or 6 big tomato bushes out front, and we're gonna have so many tomatoes. We are gonna be giving away tomatoes, and my wife went and roasted the tomatoes on her. They call it a comale. It's just a flat pan for making their tortillas, and she roasted them on her comale, and then she put it in the, and she did like an onion, and she's just making up some salsa. Now, a lot of times when she makes up salsa, she makes it way too hot for me, so I'm probably not gonna want to eat. Yeah, hot grill kamale. Yeah. So I don't like things super spicy. In fact, the hospital has actually pretty good food. I mean, there's some things that were like, ugh. They tried to make Mexican food and they really bombed it, because it was like tortilla shell and maybe tomatoes and some cheese, and the tortilla shell, of course, was not authentic. It was a white tortilla shell, and then they put avocados on top, and it was a hot dish, and when it's hot, it made the avocados turn black, and they bring this avocado dish to me with black avocados on it, and I was like, what? I'm not eating black avocados. Well, I didn't know, and that can happen, and it's not that the avocados have gone bad, it's just they changed their color. I didn't know that. I thought they put bad avocados. Somebody didn't know how to put good avocados on my plate. I was like calling the kitchen manager, what is going on? So, American Truth, I'm back. This is UMT. Hey, Uberman Tampa. You know, Uberman Tampa, he's so nice. He's trying to get you guys for the gal. He comes on here and he puts a thumbs up, and had to upload a video, he said. The ORD police is checking for driver paperwork displayed during the airport runs for this weekend's air and water show. This is a $350 fine. Hey, Jim Siegel, thank you. I do have my paperwork up to date, but I usually put it right on my window, but the heat of the summer made my my sticky things to the window. I stick them right to the window, but the heat of the summer made them fall off. So I'm just gonna have to like tape, grab some tape, because you're supposed if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, in Chicago, you're supposed to make sure that you have your updated stickers, city emblem. You have to have your city emblem, and it's supposed to be taped to your dash. The problem is I just stick it to my window, because I'm like, that way you can see it. You can actually look at it. Hey, Tampa says, so laminate mine. Yeah. And I put it to the put it in the windshield stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yep. But and maybe I could just shove it down in the crack so it'll stay up on the windshield. Instead of having, because I did put like 2 little things on there to, but mine's laminated and everything. I just have it, when I tried to put it on the windshield, it got so hot this summer, it just like peeled itself off. And my freaking holder for my phone, it had stickiness on it too, and it was stuck to the window, and it was so hot it just came off. And then I don't know if I can even stick it on again. I'm not sure. I have a dude and had since and have had since 2001. Painter's tape. Painter's tape? Painter's tape will fix that. Shove it down the crack. Okay, I'll do that. They're being funny. We try to stay classy here. We keeping it real. We're keeping it real. Yeah. I use craft double-sided tape to stick the chauffeur's licenses. Nothing classy about me. I know, UMT. We know that. But I try to keep it. I try to have style and grace. Style and grace. Try and keep it real. Oh, that was good. You guys caught me. Nothing like. And then he says, "Oh." Yeah. You know what? We should show at least we're part of the way. We got 18. Do you think we should show at least some of the girl? We're at 18 right now. I would hate to at least show a, you know, that's that's good. Oh, maybe a little bit more. Ha ha! Take your moo-moo off. There we go. You guys got to give me more than just that. So come on now. We got to see the whole girl. Share this live stream. Like, comment, share, all that. We're at 18. We at least make it. Come on, guys. I'll tell you what. If we make it to 20, I will show all of the, what did we say her name was? Daniela. So, oh, we got 20. All right. There we go. There is all. I'm trying not to show the other part of her. There is all of Daniela. Yes. We got Daniela. Woohoo! Yes. He says gross. Okay. Don't worry. The 20, I just said the 2020 Chippendales is on its way in the mail. I did order the 2020 Chippendales. They just came out. Bring Daniela to the camera, dang it. Okay. This is Daniela. Yay. Let me get this. She looks like she's having fun in the water. I don't see anybody commenting. Okay. American Truth says I'm the one that gave the 20th like. You're a good man. Shell says, I see you're home. Yay. Yes, I'm home. Looks like she's taking a bath. Yes, they're supposed to look like that. She does look happy, huh? Shell says she's 21. If we can get to 30, we will show the other girl. Our other part of Daniela, because she has two pictures. Yeah. And we're already at 21. Do you have Daniela's phone number? I'll tell you what. You can buy the 2019 Sports Illustrated, and you can look at her. I mean, she's in the the 2018 or 2019 Sports Illustrated. Shell ain't 21, not a chance. Daniela's phone number is 1-800-FANTASY. Yeah, there you go. UMT, don't hate, baby. If she wants to be 21, let her be 21. I mean, really. My cat is like laying right here, just happy. She's just happy to be in the room near me. I'm not hating, I'm supporting Baker Act, LOL. What does that mean? That's right, DLP. Hello, no, we are not an ambulance service and there is not much liability. Thank you, James Collier. Now listen, there was two, we are not an ambulance service, but when I got my, and I understand, like when I got sick with my fever, I was too dizzy to even drive. So I called the Uber. Hold on. I called the Uber. I called the Lyft to drive me to the emergency room just 5 minutes away. And I just had a fever. And a lot of times you end up getting calls to bring people to and from the emergency room. But there was on Rideshare Revolution's channel, he showed, he talked about how he had somebody actually had a champagne bottle break and sever on his leg, and the guy was bleeding a lot, and he actually brought them to the emergency room. Now, I wouldn't have done that, but my question is a twofold question. If you get a ride going to the emergency room, but the person obviously doesn't look like they're, you know, they're not vomiting, they don't look like they're about to have a baby, and they're not bleeding, would you bring them to the emergency room? He said, Baker Act means that authorities can forcibly put you into an institution for being insane without anybody else input. If she thinks she's 21, we definitely need input. No Baker Act needed here, but baking Forever 21. I understand that we're not an ambulance service, but at the same time, are you ready to have someone die in front of your eyes the rest of your life, regret helping? Yeah, that's the way I feel. Bam, UMT. No, but bloody fluids, I'll do it. I won't take life-threatening issues like heart attacks. Yeah, that is exactly what I think. I would, if somebody was having a heart attack, nope. But it wasn't life-threatening. Like, you can't tell that they're about to die. Yeah. If they're in an about to die situation, then it's probably a good idea to just call an ambulance. The ambulance can give them everything that they need. Without no bodily fluids, I don't do. Oh wait. But without an EKG, you don't know if they're having a heart attack. 20 of the chest pain emergency room admissions is 70% of chest pain admissions is indigestion. Well, indigestion, or it could be what is it called? Panic attacks. I have had panic attack before and did not know. I thought I had a heart attack. You can tell they're pastry white, sweating, and in an incredible amount of pain. Yeah, yeah. That percentage I know of for a fact. Yeah. Yeah, you need to be careful. Yes, at least for me, panic attacks feel like I cannot breathe, but a heart attack feels like pain. Whew. Sorry, guys. Anyway, but always call 911. Yeah, if I was in a situation where I need to save a life and then I would be just calling 911 and waiting for the ambulance to show up. So I do need to get this ended. I am getting tired, you guys. I've been talking for an hour and 10 minutes. We have seen the cute gal, and when I get the Chippendale, I'll show the top one, and then if we get to if a driver won't pick up my animal up and go to the vet, I ain't picking you up and going to the well, sorry guys, I really need to end this live stream, obviously. I'm going to call it a night. So, starting to sound like Eeyore. I think I'm going to call it a night. Take care, guys, he says. Have a great night. I think you're going to sleep well tonight, at least. Maybe we as drivers need to have an AED in our possession. That would be a good idea. I wish I could do that. I used to have one. I used to be certified to give CPR. I've taken so many CPR classes, and I used to be certified, but I won't give CPR now because I can't even remember. Automated, what is it? Automated eviction device. Is that for, I don't know what that is. Automated eviction device. Good night. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Hustle hard, but hustle smart. And if you don't hustle smart, take your broke booty home. DriverLadyPro out. Hasta la vista, baby.